Take two. What up, world? You okay? Mars here, or M. Mackay, Mount Druitt witch, legit witch. There's a couple of videos I'm going to make today. I'm going to post them onto my Diary of a Witch Soldier channel, where I don't really hold anything back, don't really give a fuck, and I say my opinions. I kind of do a little bit of that on TikTok, but it's more like obviously imaginary play. But this is for reals, because I want to talk about two topics that need to be spoken about. Also, I have a big ego, so I kind of want it to go on the record that I was detecting this. First thing I want to say is that it's going to be disturbing content. So if you don't like to hear disturbing truths about reality, leave now. Otherwise, stay. I've been correct in predicting a massive event that happened this year. Therefore, I'm kind of letting my fantasy get away with me now when it comes to some of the other things that I thought were true when I woke up one morning and I just had this instinctive feeling that this was happening in the world. That set off a psychosis, and I couldn't go to work because I was hearing and feeling the painful, like horrible feelings of fear and panic and despair and pain from hordes of children trapped in pedophile rings. Yeah. Pretty fucking scary. Pretty helpless feeling, knowing I can't really do fuck all about it, and feeling like a crazy person. But I know that there are kids out there in pedophile rings, and it worries me because I've never met a survivor of a pedophile ring. I've met survivors of sexual trauma, sure, every day nearly. But not like this. So I woke up one morning utterly convinced that there were groups of children trapped in bunkers in space, being experimented on in space, seeing how much humans can handle living in space, experimenting. And these children are from like ghettos and poor socioeconomic areas, and their parents are like dead or suicided or in jail. So really like easy victims for kidnapping rings and pedophile rings. I'm not sure if the kids in the space bunkers are related to pedophile rings, but it's pretty close to like the horror of it. I don't know if these kids like exist in the future. I don't even know now when I think about it if they're in space bunkers. I think they're in some kind of bunker situation, either in the earth bunkers from rich elite, or in like submarine bunkers under the water, making it harder for them to be detected somehow, or some other kind of bunker. They're in some place that's really hard for people to get to, and they're pleading for someone to help them. Okay, so I'm sorry, but this happened to me, this premonition feeling, like in the past 4 or 5 months. I've been like highly psychic at this time. I'm really worried about them. Like I went after TikTok. I tried looking for the people who run TikTok because I was worried about their filters, the effect that those filters are having on our younger generation. Wasn't successful. I make videos a lot talking about this evil. I'm pretty sure the politicians of this country are like protecting pedophile ring owners, and I think there are active pedophile rings in Australia. The reason why I think I'm tapped into them is because I think they're taking kids even from like my area, Mount Druitt. The kids in Mount Druitt are really at risk of being taken. Like really, really, really. Like I looked after a baby last week. They had no one else to look after it for a few hours. Me, I was a stranger. The mum's not around, not in the picture. She's fucking lost. It's like her 10th baby. The grandmother's looking after the baby. The grandmother's got other adults at home. Docs doesn't think that it's safe for the baby to be at home with all these other adults and the grandma. Like, anyway, that's in another video where I go off at Docs and Facts. You can change the name and shit fucking stinks the same, Docs. So that's the first topic. I'll make another video about the next one. I am trying to like be more proactive about this kind of child evil happening to children in this world, to these little beautiful angels. I was thinking of infiltrating one of the churches that are in this country, like Scientologists or Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons or any kind of like culty church group. I was thinking of like joining as one of the members of the flock and infiltrating and finding out information. It'd be pretty rough. It'd be hard because I would probably make genuine bonds with people in there once I was in there. But just for the purpose of, you know, getting some children out of there or getting some hard evidence of stuff happening to kids in there. I'm still considering it. But anything you can do to try and protect children, do it, man. Even your own children. Protect them from everything. There's evils everywhere, man. Like on their phones, you know, at school, when they fucking, like, get taught a different culture, they get socialised, institutionalised. If you've got a kid that's ADHD or bipolar, a little bit out of the box, chances are they're going to have a fucking difficult life, and people are going to make them feel like shit. So you've got to protect your kids from a lot of things. I worry about, like, groups of kids in the world, in places. It haunts me. You know, I can't have a normal life with these thoughts on my mind. And I won't just sit here and try and forget about them. These children need to be saved. I know I'm not the one to fucking run in and save them. How can I? I'm trying to get, like, people's awareness around it. You know, that's all I can try and do. Anyway, I'll make another topic for the next video.